Welcome to another fantastic day, fantastic week here at Anubit. I'm going to go over lots of juicy details. Let me get chat up here so I can see. I need to incorporate chat into the screen. But for now, no big deal. We're going to go over, hello, Fred. We're going to go over a lot of juicy stuff today. I'm going to go everything from Ethereum 2.0. I did type a bunch of stuff on XRP out in. I know I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I want to talk about that. We'll talk a little bit about Pulse Chain. Also, we're going to be discussing what the hell the dev team is doing, why it's taking so damn long to put out this simple GAN button. It's simple. Why does it take so long to put out a simple feature? And what is their dysfunction? Why aren't they ready to go? And then I also am going to touch base on put out some details on the upcoming affiliate program, which is made possible by the GAN button. So you're going to get a lot of good stuff, good information. So hopefully you guys see some value in it. Not sure where I even want to start today. But I suppose the best place to start is probably with the Ethereum merge. And I'll show some exciting things and some not exciting things. All right, so first things first, where's the market? Let me close this stupid window here. There we go. So this is just coin market cap. I'm just scrolling down. Deselect that on my end. So just looking at market prices, you've got Bitcoin below 20 right now. Ethereum is down in the course of 7 days, is down almost 21%. BNB is down 8%, so it's not hit as hard as those the top two leaders. So it appears at a glance. Wait, hold on. Let me start recording. Well, recording somehow wasn't on, so it's recording again. Bear with me. What's up, Red Rebel? So let's talk about Ethereum, where it's going to go from here. Yeah, it's hitting kind of a low. The market, as they would say, is a little bearish right now. For the last 7 days at least, everything's been taking a decent volume hit. Probably the only exception that I see, again, let me go to this screen here, is XRP is up by nearly 8% in the last 7 days. So it's up a little bit, which is cool for XRP. I'm still gonna bash it, even though it's up 8% in price. You know what? Let's start there. Here's the thing. XRP is, I don't know what this is, this 1.1%. But let's for argument's sake, let's say that XRP is up by 8% in price. Its volume as of last week was about 1 billion in 24 hours. So if you look right here, the volume just in the last 24 hours is up almost 43%, but it's up over 3 billion. So basically your volume of XRP has gone up threefold and at least doubled. Right? Because I think the highest I saw it at was like a 1.6 recently, 1.6 billion. So a lot of people don't know what volume is. And for those of you who do, you're going to be like, yeah, I know what it is. I'm not dumb. Some people don't. Okay, so bear with me. Volume is any coin that is either bought or sold. So it's a reflection of coin trading hands in any way, any direction. So $3 billion worth of XRP has exchanged hands. Now, if volume goes up by 3 times it doesn't necessarily mean that the price goes up by 3 times, but usually demand of a coin has positive price pressure. So the more demand something is, then it can have a positive impact on it. But what we see with XRP is that there's nearly no correlation, at least not a direct line, and it's very loose, if any, correlation between the demand for it, which is reflected in the volume spike, and the price, which suggests that the utility of the token doesn't affect its price. So XRP versus other coins out there actually has true utility. So I got to give props where it's due. XRP, you're here to hear, has utility. It does something. It's made with a purpose. It's actually really well built for its purpose. So then the question is, well, okay, so what's its purpose? Why does it exist? And then who uses it? And then who benefits, right? So how is it built? Okay, well, let's go into that. XRP has a very low fee structure, incredibly low, one of the lowest of any coins out there, right? So the cost to buy and sell in terms of fees of XRP, bottom basement, very, very low cost for people on the Ripple Labs network to buy and sell XRP. So who uses it? So who wants to use XRP? Well, you know who uses it? Banks really love XRP. They like to move money instead of directly. They move money into XRP, and then over here on the other side of the world, they move money out of XRP, and they use it like an exchange. So it does a really good job at that, because the bankers can do that. They can save a ton of money on fees. But you know what they don't really care about? Not a fucking lick. They don't give two shits about, for the most part, is the price. Like, if it's 40 cents and they need X amount of dollars, they got to buy so many at 40 cents. Well, if I need to transfer the same amount of money, and the price of XRP is double that, it's 80 cents, they just have to buy half of them, and they cash into them and they cash out. They don't give a shit about price. It doesn't really affect for what they use it for. They're using it to buy in for a certain value, transfer that, and then dump it, right? And so that's where volume comes in, right? You see their volume, like, oh, volume spiking. Well, it's because a bunch of whales and people are buying in to use it for its purpose, which is to buy and sell. They're using it transactionally as an exchange across borders. So the banks come in with large volume, and they can move a lot of money. So, but when they pump, what happens when you pump? The price goes up, right? So what happens when you pump? Well, as volume, this is volume down here, as volume starts increasing, the price keeps going up. And then the dump is also it's a considered volume. So that when they do lots of sells, the price goes down, but their volume will stay high because they're doing it. So now they're doing another pump of volume. All that volume, they're doing a bunch of buys, and then they'll do another bunch of sells. They're using it for its intended purpose, right? So here's the thing: as this increases to 3 trillion, you don't share in a percent of that volume. You don't. It could go to 100 trillion, and the price could stay relatively the same. Maybe it goes up a little bit, but you don't get to participate in the benefit of this volume. The bankers do this. Now, why do banks use XRP to trade? Well, because it saves fees. They're not looking at making money with it directly. They're looking at the utility and how much using it as a utility saves them. It's a great vehicle for banks to save money. It is a terrible vehicle if your thought is that as its utility spikes and goes to the moon, right? All the banks are adopting it. They're all using it. Well, that means they're all going to just be pumping and dumping it. That doesn't mean that they're like it. It's kind of a silly idea. If you don't have profit share with their volume, then and their volume can be proven to not have a direct like one-to-one correlation with their price, or even something that we could consider like realistic, then how is this serve you? So that's XRP. I'm so tired of people raving about it. I noticed there's a couple people on here. XRP is only for donkeys and broke boomers. This shit. I am friends with the XRP dev team. Who knows whether this guy is? They've been clowning you off since day one. Why do you think you hold so much? They hold so many coins. They control the presence and yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So some people, obviously, I'm not the only one. Other people are onto this. They're savvy with it. It's a little hilarious that when their volume's going up, their market cap is actually gone down. The fact that that's a reality should get you questioning, like, oh, so it's a utility token whose utility doesn't benefit you. Now, Anubit, our coin, is a utility token. The difference is the utility benefits you. As we grow and our volume goes up, you benefit. You don't even have to sell your stuff. You benefit. You can sell the gravy that comes in for free as a percent of the volume. You make a percent of the volume. That's the difference. Let's go back to ETH. I got a bunch of tabs. These are all ETH. I just had more people coming in to Telegram, and some of them been there from the beginning, and still they're part of the XRP army, which I really want to figure out a way to convert them to don't even go into it. Go some other coin out there. There's got to be something in XRP that actually benefits. I know we do, but if they don't like us, then don't rave about XRP. It's not doing anything for you. Ethereum, it went up post or pre-merge. What has happened after the merge? Well, I think that I knew there was going to be a bump. I didn't know that it would only be pretty much pre-merge. I was a little ignorant on. I overestimated how long it would take for people to realize that there was no immediate benefit to the merge to them. I thought there would be a bigger, what they call a honeymoon period on Ethereum 2.0, where it was like, oh, we're in this blissful honeymoon where we're all merged in kumbaya and we're singing. It didn't happen. The market was pretty savvy to it pretty much right out the gate. They're like, I guess all it takes is one transfer post merge to realize that the gas fees are staying the same and the transaction was still slow as hell to throw up your hand and go, fuck this shit. Why this whole merge thing happened and it didn't change anything to the better. So I do want to talk about that a little bit, because what we're told is that the merge is not a destination. It was the first step in a process to lowering gas fees and improving transaction speed. It was a necessary first step. I don't know what this is true. I'm just telling you what is being written about it. That it paves the road for something called sharding, which is not when you dump in your pants. It's not that type of sharding. It is sharding with a D, not sharting with a T. Important distinction. I can assure you that it is very important. So sharding means that it's the scalability, it's the ability to replicate and roll out and expand and allow for more transactions. Like with everything in life, whether they're able to execute from here on out on different steps, I think they've got a lot of backing. They've got a lot of money behind it. There's a lot of tokens on Ethereum. There's a lot of um, potential wind in the sails, even when it's going down. There's a lot of push. Um, yeah, there's a lot of GPU mining farms sharding themselves right now. Yes, given. Uh, but let me talk about, okay, a lot of people still don't know what gas fees are, or they know where they are, or what they are, but they don't know how they work or some of the details about it. With both Bitcoin and, sorry, I got something in my teeth. Little sharding, yeah. Theo was doing a drive-by real quick. So, with both Bitcoin and Ethereum, these are some of the oldest coins out there, and they both work on a model, or worked on a model called proof of work, which is where you hear about the miners, So there's miners and stakers. Proof of stake is the new way of doing things, and that's what Ethereum is on now. But Ethereum used to share proof of work with Bitcoin. Bitcoin has miners. Ethereum used to have miners, and it no longer does. So mining has a certain cost to it. What is mining? It's validating block entries through complex problem solving of equations, is really what it is. And if you're the one that guesses the correct equation, essentially, which validates the block, you get rewarded with free coin, right? So you it's like you run these complex, literally banks of computers that are crunching numbers, and if they come up with the right equation and the right formula, they're able to validate the block, and then therefore, because they're validating and they're securing the block, they get rewarded with a coin. Simple enough. That's what mining is. It's a bunch of computers crunching numbers to earn coin rewards. And the benefit to the blockchain is that through that, they can't fake it. They have to validate the block so you can authenticate. And that was what they call their consensus model, where everyone has to agree on what's true to the ledger, the blockchain, and what's false, etc. Right? So there's certain what we call hard costs associated with mining. Bitcoin still incurs those hard costs. Ethereum no longer does. Those hard costs are energy consumptions. Running these rigs, and they were filled with banks of usually video cards, like and NVIDIA cards. So there's a bunch of video cards now that mining is going down, right? And the demand for those rigs is going down. A bunch of GPUs is what they call them, graphics processing units, video cards, hitting the market. Now they've been burned through. You probably want to be very weary of buying used video cards at this point in time. There is going to be a glut of them. Their lifespan is very questionable because I'll tell you what, those mining rigs, unlike a computer where, let's say you play video games, right? You play for a couple hours after work and then you hit the sack or whatever, right? So they're working for even a teenager is burning for 12 hours a day. But they're not processing at their max volume the whole time. Demand is give or take maybe 50%, so maximum 12 hours a day. These mining rigs were working at maximum load for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, day in and day out. So whatever lifespan they have is going to be cut way short. Be very weary about buying GPU hardware that is used by any means. So let someone else. All prices will go down since there's a glut of them. So you probably see GPU prices dropping. But yeah, be wary as those mining rigs get retired and they pull the video cards and they try to recoup some of their expenses. They're going to dump them on the market, and I know they've been doing that. So here's the thing. Back to hard costs. Those mining rigs use a ton of energy, right? All that energy has real world costs. They got electrical bills they gotta pay. It's very expensive. They produce a lot of heat, so they gotta air condition. It is a very expensive operation potentially to mine. So it's also profitable, at least it used to be, right? If your energy cost is here and you win the free coins at this rate every so often and the price is acceptable, then you keep the difference between what your hard costs are, like your let's say, let's say you're just gifted all the equipment, but just the cost to operate and run it with electrical usage is a pretty hard cost to earn that coin. It's not a free process. You gotta pay energy essentially to crunch the numbers. That's why people running mining were doing a lot of it in China, where there's less regulation, energy was cheaper. They're doing it in Venezuela. They're doing it in places where energy is cheap to do the mining, because it's like, well, I mean, what do they care if energy is cheap and it's all reward, then they're way more profitable. So okay, so now let's assume for a second that that you were able to double your that if you spent $200, you're able to generate you're able to generate $200. You can double whatever you spend in electricity, right? That'd be kind of cool. It's like, okay, well, I'm spending $200, but I'm making $200. I'm making $400. So I double my money. That's a pretty good thing. Now with the merge, and let me clarify. So the gas fees that you pay when you pay gas, that essentially goes to those validators. I mean, some of it goes to the house, but they do pay their validators, their miners. That none of that's for free. It's got to be paid for by somewhere. And there's your gas fees. So you pay gas fees on a network. We're on Binance right now with our token, and there's gas fees for every transaction. And those gas fees, the most of that goes towards the validators to pay them. So, but that's a staking consensus. When it's a mining consensus, it goes to pay the miners to cover their energy costs. So on a staking consensus, it's usually cheaper gas fees because you don't have the huge energy consumption like you do with proof of work. So here's where I think the disconnect is. If your energy, and I'm going to go, Ethereum's electricity is expected to drop by a whopping 99.988% post-merge. So, okay, that's expectations. There's another one over, let me go here, where they said that the merge lower gas fees, and they're saying no, but they're saying that it lowered the electrical costs by over 99%. So it's gone down tremendously. Where is this one? Let me see if I can find. There you go. It's right there. Merge will reduce the energy network consumption by 99.5. So here, this one is saying 99.98. That one's saying 99.95 or 0.5. It doesn't even matter. The point is, it's a ton. It's reducing the 9. Let's do the lesser of them. This one's extreme reduction. Let's say it's 99.5. That means that if someone was spending $200 in electrical cost to run the blockchain, it's down to $1. Cost to operate the blockchain. The energy consumption on the cost to operate the blockchain has reduced from $200 down to $1 respectively. That's what that reduction means. That's huge. So here's the problem. If your expenses drop by that extreme, by 99.5, the largest expense is the energy consumption. If that drops by 200 times, you would expect, and I think the consumer was expecting, their fees to reduce by at least some measure of that, not by nothing, right? So when people are, you get disillusioned pretty quickly when their cost to operate reduces significantly, but their fees do not. That's that's bullshit. Now I know that this was a first step. I get, at least that's what they're saying. This paves the road for fee reduction. The other thing, it's reducing gas fees, I guess. And the other thing that is kind of crazy is it's not even getting faster. So it's still slow and expensive. Which, so here's the thing. Until it was nice for a little preliminary bump, but now it's back down to reality. Until they're able to do on Ethereum something that is, number one, making it cheaper, and number two, making it faster, not paving the road for it to be, but executing on those important things. Because people don't care about, we don't care about the merge. We care that it's cheap and fast, right? We care about the benefits. If the merge to the end user provides no real world benefit, then yeah, the price is going to come crashing down to whether the market perceives it, not the overly inflated, anticipated. So one of the things I said is we got to wait to see the actual numbers. Now we're seeing the actual numbers. It's being vetted as true. I had heard it wouldn't. I guess I was kind of a little hopeful that why would they put all this hype behind something that was going to have no practical benefit to the end user? And I guess what they were doing was what we kind of do sometimes in-house here. We do a major technological feat, and it's huge for us because we conquered a whale that paves the road for something. But until the end user can experience the benefit, it falls flat. So while I do think Ethereum's going to keep pushing, they got wind at their back. They're going to keep pushing, even if their price goes down $500. I don't know what it'll go, but even if it goes down to $1,500, and then they're able to lower their fees. There's so many tokens on it. There's so many. It will soar back up again. But the consumer's a little disillusioned because it didn't benefit them. So yeah, on CoinMarketCap, we're seeing. Well, I mean, yeah, it's down 21%. It's down to $1,300 range. We'll see. Maybe it goes sub 1,000 again. Who knows? So anyway, I did want to discuss the merge. So here's my prediction: if they can execute in the next 12 months with fee reduction and with faster transactions through the sharding, not the sharding, but the sharding system. 9 days before SmartCon. Then at that point, if they even announce it, I think you'll see another pre-bump. I love looking at what's happened as a way to kind of guide us from what will happen. So looking at this, post-merge fell flat. Crashed down to reality. Pre-merge on hype built it up. We say hype can definitely, but the reality of things always determines the destination. So you can expect it. Let's say that they say, okay, we're doing the sharding. It's going to lower the fees. I think you'll see a big spike happen on the announcement when they put timeline. And if they succeed and it does the actual effect, I think that it can continue going up from there. If they miss, it'll go down. Pretty simple, right? That's pretty much my 2-cent prediction on what could happen with Ethereum. And I got to preface this with, we'll post this with, this is not investment advice. Do what you want with your money. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you a little analysis on my common sense, right? Of what the other thing is. We're about to hit, the Fed's talking about another rate hike. Last time there was a rate hike, well, in 2022, every time they've hiked the rate, everyone, most people that are saying, oh, crypto's going to take a bath. It's going to get hit again. It's going to get hit again. If you look at all the rate hikes from crypto this year, every time the Fed hikes the rate, crypto gets a bump. So whether it's temporary and it goes back down, there's always been a bump this year. So as a predictor, I would say you're most likely to experience a bump. Could go the other way. Market's fickle, right? But if 2022 proves anything, that's been the pattern thus far. Let's talk about the GAN, where it's at. I was hoping it'd be out last week. The team has been having a hell of a time with a circular problem. Mark.
Wallet Connect and the thing we've been messing with just released on Friday V2 of their thing, which I just tested and it works.
So that solves. So we're using. All right. Omar just gave me a little. Sometimes what you're looking for doesn't exist, and then it does. They've been working on originally when they were doing the GAN. Let me start from scratch. Originally, when they were doing the GAN, we had notes that they were going to do simple wallet connect features where you hit the button, you connect your wallet, you import the Binance Smart Chain with one button, and you import the token with one button, and then you're able to magically move to the transaction, and it dumps it in the wallet that you've connected. Makes sense? Pretty simple. They've been dealing with bugs like nonstop. If you do a whole website behind it with a DApp and everything, and it's its own website, very easy. Doing it in behind a in your basically your browser, whether it's not in an app that you like, a native app. It's just browser based, and we developed for Android, iOS, Mac, and PC, so that no matter what platform people are on, they open up their browser and they're able to basically connect their MetaMask or Trust Wallet. Those are the only two that we really give two shits about compatibility, because I think those are the for market share with decentralized wallets or DeFi wallets. Those are the two big dogs. They have the majority of market share currently. So they had to work. We want people, if you got a Trust or MetaMask, first off, if you don't, you should. If you're in some other platform like crypto.com or any of that stuff, get your coin out of that garbage and get it onto your own decentralized wallet. Get it into something like Trust or MetaMask. That's right out the gate, because otherwise your coin is at risk. So they had it set up originally. They ignored the notes and they kind of just wanted to, for using it for certain things, that's fine. It's just if you leave your coin in there, you're risking it, King. So so that you could just copy and paste your wallet address, their 42 character address, you copy it and paste it in the field, you move on to the transaction, which sounds pretty cool. But it was really kind of it wasn't a complete solution for the target audience that we want to go over. I want to go after people who haven't been watching our podcast. I want to go who aren't in Telegram yet. I want to go after the people who are like, my son says I should invest in crypto, but this shit's too hard. I don't understand it. I want them, and I want to be the only solution to get them in, where we make it easy on them. So our system has it so that you hit connect, and if you don't have a wallet, it pops up and brings you on iOS and Android, it brings you to the respective app store to download, and on PC and Mac it brings you to the web page to download. Go after my ex, tell her to invest in dude Coconut, you are awesome, I love you, man. So so it brings them to the download. So the first thing you do is it will, if they don't have a wallet, it's going to direct them download, and I think we defaulted it to MetaMask just as a default. But if they already have a wallet, beautiful, it'll connect. So after they set up their wallet, then the next challenge is every Trust Wallet, all those, they default to Ethereum blockchain, the Ethereum mainnet. So if they were to even buy our token, they'd never even see it. they would never see our token because they don't have the right blockchain loaded. So normally you can go to Add Network, or you can go to third-party sites like Chainlist. We're using a system called Wallet Connect. The way Wallet Connect works is you hit a button, and guess what? It connects the wallet to your service, which is able to push signed commands to your wallet. So one of those commands is, if you sign that the site can do it, is it can push the custom blockchain to your wallet. And then what you do is you just hit accept, right? And then boop, and then it'll say, do you want to switch to that network? Yes, accept that it's now loaded and accept that I'm switching. Beautiful. And now boom, it pops up BSC mainnet, and it's dialed in perfectly, and the BNB shows up. If you have BNB there, it's harmonious, and the stars align, and the sun beams down, and all that kind of stuff. So sorry, I should have switched to this. So the next thing is, well, crap, I bought some, I have some Anubits already. I was going to buy more, but now I don't even see my Anubits. So there's this little thing at the bottom of the wallets that says import tokens, and you got a custom token and paste in the address and all that. We're like, screw that shit. I want one button in that, just import my Anubit token for visibility. It doesn't give you token, but you guys are hilarious. You know, me. Adam, I would not recommend spamming DCT info to anyone as a means of retribution for a divorce of a friend. All right, so now that that's out there, so the deal is this: with the system, you hit one button, imports a chain, one button connects you to the chain and switches over from Ethereum over to Binance. With one button, imports the token, right? Yeah, we're not going to be at SmartCon. I wish. I'm going to go over next our affiliate programs and details. That's what's coming right around the corner. And the affiliate program is going to keep us very, very, very busy. So we've got it mapped out. The GAN. So before I get into that, let me. So what are they doing? They've been having trouble with the Wallet Connect, and Omar just walked in and said, all these bugs we've been trying to fix, chasing our tail, where they would get the PC working, but then the Android wouldn't work, and the Android works, and the iPhone wouldn't work, and the iPhone, but then on Mac, and then they're coming to me saying, hey, we can't get them all to work. Every time we fix one, it breaks another, right? So they're going around this circle where they're just like, oh my gosh, they're losing their minds, and they're coming in and they're saying, like, Rob, can we just pick and only do a couple at launch, because and while it's been tempting, it's been like, no, we need to push a little harder. I can tell guys that, I can tell the team that we're working on it. We're almost there. I don't want to string anyone along, but I also, it's like, do you compromise? What do you do? Well, he just came in and walked in. He's all, Friday, unbeknownst to us, they just released a new Wallet Connect version 2, which solves all these problems, and we're using right now, and all the bugs we were chasing are all gone. Great. Okay. Just came out Friday. So Thursday we wouldn't have known that, and Friday it was too new. They had their head, down to the grindstone to look up to see if, go check, like, oh, maybe there's a new version that just released. No, you're just working to try to solve the problems of the circular braking system. So apparently that just came out. I just heard it 5 minutes ago when Omar walked in the door and said, hey, by the way, here's a heads up. So that's where they're at. If this new version truly does fix that circular thing where you fix one thing and it breaks another between all the different platforms, then it should be very easy. So yes, great timing. We'll count our blessings. Not looking to a deity or anything like that, but the universe answered, and we'll take it, because we are trying to do things that I don't want to say nobody else does. Nobody else is going to have our system, that's for sure. But I don't think anyone's made it this easy to do things like importing tokens. And every time we talk to people, loading blockchains into MetaMask, importing custom tokens. Like grandma and grandpa or Uncle Bob or whatever, they're never going to figure that stuff out. It's something that they have to have their nephew or something help them out with, and that's just not a feasible long-term solution. They need to feel like they're in charge, and they need to feel like this is something that, oh well, hey, a couple clicks of a button, I was dialed all in. That's the way that tools should work. That's what we're building, and anything short of that, so far we haven't compromised on. We haven't, like, when it comes to ID verification, it's so damn simple. Scan, selfie, done. Everything else gets processed through the AI, and it's instantly activated if it passes. And if it doesn't, it kicks back and says, take a new photo, take a new selfie if yours wasn't good enough to match. So all of that stuff is silky smooth. And we are using some of our own systems to run AI in the back end. We are incorporating some of the other stuff we've developed as a team under different companies. We're licensing that stuff to make sure that it is silky smooth. And so, all right, let's get to the affiliate program, and then I'll wrap this up. I don't want to take up any more of your time. The affiliate program, we've been discussing the details. First off, everything is subject to change because that's just the nature of the beast. Until it's finalized, anything I go over is what we intend to do, and when we're implementing, things might change. With that said, we're looking at 10% as a starting number. So when you bring in somebody to the affiliate program, you'll be going right through the GAN system, basically. If they click through a link that the GAN system is able to produce, there's an affiliate tab underneath our GAN. It's ghosted right now, but it's there. And the affiliate tab has social media shares. So if you share, like, hey, I'm going to share out to my friends and family on Facebook or Instagram or this or that. And when they click through, they will automatically get assigned and married to you. Now, if they don't come through one of your social media links, they can still enter at sign up your affiliate number, and then it'll attach, and their account will be married to yours. So the system remembers it's a life lock. It is not something that is like they can't change it. If they come through and don't complete sign up, and then they click on through someone else's link, it'll attach it to them. But once they complete sign up, any purchases they make, you get 10% bonus coin. We're setting it up so that because both parties come through the GAN, this does not work through any third-party exchanges. It's all people coming in through the GAN. When they purchase, we already know your preferred wallet address because you're in the GAN, and we take that 10% bonus coin and we dump it straight in your MetaMask or Trust wallet. Well, I gotta sneeze. No. They're saying check your pants like I shit myself, so that's always fun. So sorry, I'm a loud sneezer. So anyway, everything will be going through the GAN. The affiliate program is built on top of it. It is another ghosted tab where in the GAN you can click on your dashboard, you click on buy more, all this kind of stuff. There is an affiliate. The worst is when you sneeze and fart at the same time. That's like every fucking time. But the worst is when girls sneeze and they pee themselves, which is fucking hilarious. Or shit themselves, but that's not so funny. So, but there's an affiliate tab in the account system through 0 Point Solutions. That's who's running our GAN feature. So a Anubit coin is just the coin that's purchased, and the GAN goes through 0 Point Solutions. When you go through our website, we redirect the login to, I don't want to give out the domain right now just because I don't want people hitting it, but it redirects to the appropriate subdomain and primary domain. They fill out their account, and when they make their purchases, 0 Point is an authorized user of Anubit coin. So we are also okay. So let me finish the affiliate thing. So when you purchase, I think we are limiting to a certain number of transactions. We've got the details pretty much finalized, but it is subject to change, and it looks like right now it's sitting at 10%. It's a fucking lot. So what that means is if you have 10 people that purchase and they're purchase, I mean, it's a lot of bonus coin. You can either keep it or sell it. It's going straight to your wallet. You need to make extra money, you can turn it into fiat right away, or you can pull it up and let it pile on, so you're just earning reflections on all of it. As people come through the GAN, all of those transactions are all happening through PancakeSwap on the back end. They are not wallet to wallet transactions. We are using the DEX, the decentralized exchange, for all token transactions. We did this for two purposes. First off, for governance, jurisdiction, and compliance, right? The second reason we did this is it means that everybody purchasing through the GAN, because it's going to affect the liquidity pool, it's going to pull Anubits out of the liquidity pool and put BNB into the liquidity pool. And what that does is it raises the price of Anubits with every transaction. It is going to raise the price quite a bit. With every transaction coming in, they come in through fiat. We spit it out through the transaction out through the PancakeSwap. We decrease the amount of Anubits in PancakeSwap, so there's a smaller and smaller pool of them. As we do that, you are going to see the price go up. So just a heads up on that. That is coming. So those that have been patient and I don't want to say loyal, you guys have been amazing. Those who haven't lost faith, and the fact that we have had delays, we are trying to we're not going half-ass at this. We're trying to do things that are revolutionary, and we're accomplishing that. You guys are going to be rewarded, and I cannot frickin' wait. I have a lot of people that are waiting on the GAN. They're going to be coming right in, and you guys are going to benefit immensely, and I'm really, really excited for you guys. So that's the affiliate program. From the look of it, the affiliate program is going to be a monster. It gives us a way for not only you guys to say, hey, friends and family, if you're ever looking to get in crypto, get in here, and it auto rewards you for the people you bring in, and it's weighted. It's not like, the more they spend, the more you benefit. So it's freaking awesome. And I don't need to do any accounting because we're distributing it all in coin. So that's the first thing. The second thing with the GAN is for influencers. I know we've got a bunch of influencers on board ready to go. They're in our pocket. They're like, just let me know when you're ready, because they're waiting on the GAN. And it gives them a tool, like they can show people now how to use the GAN, but when the affiliate program is set up, they're going to, I guarantee, be putting out links so that people use their button to download and or to set up their accounts, or they're going to have people go into your account and put my referral code. That way, every coin you purchase, they're going to be going ham because they're going to get a ton of coin. So if they bring in, for them, if they're making 10%, if they bring in $1 million, that's 100,000 in their pocket. They bring in 10 million, that's $1 million worth of coin in their pocket. That is going to be something that is, number one, very easy on our end. We don't have to worry about, it's going to drive up the coin price. I don't need to worry about distribution. It's all going to be fully automated, and we're not distributing in fiat currency. We're distributing in coins, so I don't need to worry about jurisdictions or this or that. It's going to be phenomenal. So everyone will have to have a verified account through 0 Point. The other thing is, as we introduce the ecosystem, which we've been working on behind the scenes non-stop, the accounts on the GAN, since they're under 0 Point Solution, when we release the consumer app, you'll be able to use your same login credentials under the consumer app, and it will be pretty much plug and play. All those accounts will translate, it'll remember everything, and that way there's continuity there with ZPS Solutions 0 Point. So anyway, that's it for today, guys. That's the info. Appreciate you guys joining me. I know we covered a lot of subjects. I always love a stream where I can shit on XRP and how dumb it is. So I'll count it up as a good day because, yeah, I'm going to go check in with the team right now. I know Omar said in the doorway that, hey, we found they just released 2.0. I'm going to go get new timelines to make sure that everything's going smooth. Sometimes the 2.0 introduces new problems. I'm going to check in, figure out what's going on. I'll let you guys know in Telegram after I have a short convo with the dev stream, get a better updated timeline of when they expect to implement this. I got to retest everything on our end to make sure that nothing can work 99.9%. It all has to be 100. But we will, we're going to knock it out. And again, the affiliate program, I'm telling you, no one can do what we're doing. There's a reason tokens only advertise through exchanges because they have to. But we're going to be able to do direct marketing because people are going to be able to purchase directly through our strategic partner 0 Point Solution. So it's going to be revolutionary. I can't wait. I'm so glad you guys are happy, are along for the ride, and hopefully you guys are happy with our progress so far. Thank you. All right, bye-bye. See if I can find the